Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again and welcome to episode number 12, race number 13 of the F1 2015 series with Kimi Räikkönen. We're very close to the end of the season, very close to the release of F1 2016 as well. Drop this video a like if you enjoy, subscribe to the ChesnoidPlays channel as well to ensure you don't miss out on any F1 2016 stuff. I'll be streaming that too, so follow the link in the description to my Twitch and to my Twitter and follow on both of those. But without any further ado, I'll leave you with the Singapore Grand Prix. Starting on pole for the Singapore Grand Prix. I just hope and pray that it doesn't rain overnight and it's a dry race. If it's a dry race, we're on with a chance of victory. If it's not a dry race, we're on for a chance of probably crashing out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go. Need a good start. The Mercedes are bloody quick off the line. Lewis is going to have the inside line into T1. But can I get him into T2? No. Right, let's switch to Rich for the opening stages then, just to try and keep Rosberg behind us. Apologies, I can't see that subscription at the moment. I'm in the middle of trying to catch everybody. Thank you very much for the subscription though on Twitch, I appreciate that. I'll check momentarily. Oh god, the car's so much heavier. Now we know we can keep pace with the Mercedes, it's just a case of catching Lewis again. Disappointed we got such a bad start, but such is life in Formula 1 at times. Come back, Lewis. Getting a bit of a gap to Rosberg behind us. Lewis locked up, going in there. In fact, we may stand a very good chance of getting back into P1 here. Moving up the inside of Lewis. Oh, he broke later than me, but he's forced himself wide by doing so. We are through back into P1. Back in the lead of the Singapore Grand Prix, and Lewis has really caught himself out there because now he's under pressure from Nico Rosberg. And probably, actually, out of DRS range of me already. Not sure what the gap is. I'm going to switch back to standard revs just to save some fuel now that we've been able to get ourselves back into P1. The gap to Lewis is he's out of DRS range already, so by trying to stick it around the outside of turn 1, he's actually cost himself not only the lead, but a big gap to me in the lead. He's dropped back, and now he's under pressure from Nico Rosberg, which will hopefully cost him even more time. The two Mercedes are going to start battling amongst each other. That was a bit wide, but never mind. Just need to continue to drive as we were when we were behind Lewis, consistently and mistake-free. And we should be good for this opening stint. My rear tyres are going yellow already though, which is a slight concern after 3 laps. Seb is right behind the Mercedes now. Rosberg is past Hamilton. I've just glanced to the top left, and Rosberg is past Lewis Hamilton. Now whether that means Rosberg's going to pull away from Hamilton or not, I'm not sure. We just set the fastest second sector of the race so far. Gap to the Mercedes now is 4 seconds. 4.8 seconds even. It's almost 5. This is playing right into our hands here. So, pit stop number 1. Switching from options to primes. Rosberg has continued. No pit for Nico Rosberg, but I think that's Lewis Hamilton behind us is pitting. Hamilton's going for the undercut on his teammate. Vettel's going for the undercut on both of them. And Ricciardo has just overtaken us to go through turn 1. God, this pit lane exit is awful. So we're currently P4. I want me to stop lap 29. Ricciardo is in the pits. So we are going to be moving back up to P3. Still no stop for Nico or Bottas. They continue to circulate. Right, Bottas is in the pits. I'm not sure about Nico. Nico hasn't pit. Nico hasn't pit. So Nico Rosberg is still circulating on those really, really worn options. Gap to Nico before we pit was about 3.5 seconds. Gap to Nico after we've pit, it's going to be slightly more than that, but not by much. Going wide like that there isn't going to help. Don't crack under the pressure, Ches. chance as he goes wide at the next corner. Nico's got great traction on those tyres. Tried to lunge him, I couldn't do it. We're going to be with him through the final sector though, so we should be able to get DRS on the last straight. We know the Mercedes is slow through this part of the track, and it's proved to be the case again. I just had to get out of the throttle coming around that final turn. If I can just stay with him through this part of the track, we'll have another chance in the next DRS zone. That just happened. Fuck. Oh my god, this track is so narrow. Oh, I hate myself. Great. I got so annoyed at myself that I'm just driving like an idiot now. Oh, Ches, what have you done? After 15 laps, I was so pleased with how this race was going. 10 laps later, I've completely fucked it. So we're going to run one more set of options and a set of primes to the end. Right, time for pit stop number 3. Ferrari mechanics are out in the pit lane. The gap to Nico is 18 as we cross the line. Is that Lewis going past? It's not. Is this Lewis going past? It's not. Okay, that's good news. This next car here should be Lewis, and it is. Come on, come on, come on, come on, let me go, let me go, let me go, let me go. Now right on the back of Lewis. This is for position, obviously. He's very slow through here. He's struggling with tyre wear, but I'm going to try and take him into turn 1 with DRS. And we are back into P2. Right, what's the gap to Nico? Gap to Nico is 6.7 seconds. He's got really stuck in traffic. Despite my stupid mistakes, we may still be on for a victory at the Singapore Grand Prix. Gap to Nico is just 6 seconds, unless he's already pit again, in which case that is slightly misleading. Because of course we still need to pit again for another set of primes. I don't have another set of options to use. No, Nico's coming in as well. The undercut isn't going to work, but we are pitting at exactly the same time as Nico Rosberg. That's the gap between first and second right now. We are still on for the victory in this Grand Prix. Great stop at 2.568. No sign of Lewis yet. Cars behind us pitting as well.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
This is now a straight race between ourselves and Nico Rosberg to the end of the Grand Prix. Unfortunately, Max Verstappen's popped up at the worst possible time. We do have Lewis Hamilton right behind us. So there is now a three-way fight for the win of this Grand Prix between myself, Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton. My tyres are starting to go, and I've had to drop from rich down to standard revs, so I'm not sure, despite how hard we push and how hard we've been trying, whether we are actually going to catch Nico. Nico Rosberg wins the Singapore Grand Prix, and it's going to be P2 for us as Kimi Raikkonen. We were running on fumes, but thankfully we don't have to go any much further. It's P1 for Nico, P2 for me and Kimi, and P3 for championship leader Lewis Hamilton. The only reason we didn't win that race was my own stupidity, but never mind. At least that made it more entertaining for you guys, I suppose. I'm not sure what that does for the overall championship standings. We'll close on Lewis, but only by 3 points. We'll fall behind Nico by a further 7. Not sure whether that may put Nico level on points with Lewis, or maybe just 1 or 2 behind. I'm really not sure. We'll have to wait and see. But there's the race results. In the end, we did finish 6.2 seconds ahead of Lewis. Valtteri Bottas 4th, Daniel Ricciardo 5th, Seb 6th after 5 stops. So if he had managed to stop 1 less time, Seb would have finished in 4th ahead of Valtteri Bottas. But never mind. Massa in 7th, Kvyat, Checo and Nico Hülkenberg. So there's the Force India guys getting the final of the points playing positions, and every single racer finished the Grand Prix. Nico's close to within 6 points of Lewis Hamilton now. We are a total of 29 points behind Nico and 35 behind Lewis. The title fight is still alive, although we are drastically running out of time to do anything about it. But that's going to bring today's video to a close. If you're watching on YouTube, drop the video a like and subscribe to the channel as well to ensure you don't miss out on any further episodes of this series. Make sure you follow me on Twitch as well, link in the description down below. But for now, thank you very much for watching over on YouTube, and I'll see you next time.